everybody. Okay, you know me, I'm Tom. Alright, this is the part I wanted to show you. It's Wednesday morning, actually about 11 o'clock. I had to go to Lowe's and get some lumber and some stock and, you know, get everything up here and bring all my tools and basic, my chop saws and just basic hand tools. And as you can see, just for safety, I went ahead and put the caution tape up, and now I'm working on trying to figure out how to redesign these posts. Now, in the first video that I told you about with this particular rock job is the way they built it originally. They used 3 1/2-inch boards to create the box design, okay? So basically that. Alright, now the problem with this is what they were doing is these rails, they're all the same length on the inside. Okay, the inside dimensions of these rails from corner to corner, bottom to corner, is all the same. Okay, now each one, of course, is a different length because they custom built these, because none of these posts are exactly, you know, the inside diameter is not exactly the same. Some are 79, some are 81, you know, on and on. Anyway, this is the way they built it, and this is, again, box framing, but they put 3 layers in it when they got down to this part here. And what they did was they compensated, and you can see how they built this. So the wrought iron railing's basically on the inside of this board. Only problem is this has got a flat edge, okay? So water comes down, sits here, and then it goes behind it and rots. And then being that it's only 1/2-inch board, you can already see how everything's separating. You know, you can pull all this stuff. Look at that, see? That's how rotted this stuff is. I just did that with my finger, and it's soaking wet, absolutely soaking wet behind here, okay? So this is the original problem, the way this was built. I mean, it looks good, you know, brand new. I'm sure it was cool. Bottom line, structurally, it's garbage, okay? It's just built. It's built to American standards, not European standards. And Europeans build much stronger, bigger structures. So here's what I'm doing. I'm taking treated lumber, and I'm going to create a big box. So a bigger, heavy-duty, thick box. And then I'm not going to build this lower box and put this part of the wrought iron railing inside, because that's the way they had it. They had this extra section of box right here, and then this was hidden. So I want the water to be able to just have a straight runoff. Okay, and being that this is much more heavy duty, I've also got 2-inch lag bolts that'll go into these screw holes, so they'll go into these posts. As you can tell, there's no gap, okay? This is a tight fit. So you got 7.5 inches this way going this way, and you got 5.5 inches on the inside box to create this box. And then I'll put basically a metal flashing across the top, so it will not allow water to get in here, and also caulk it and everything else, and probably bevel it out and just make it look pretty up in here in this corner, or on the top of the top of this box. Okay, so when you look at their construction, what's happening is that these boxes, there's a gap in there. See the gap? So it's hollow on the inside. In fact, one of these, if I'm not mistaken, is pretty loose. I can't remember which one it is, but it just wiggles in place. Yeah, it was that one right there. Wiggles in place. Temperature's gotten cold, so the wood's expanded a little bit. But you can see there's see the gap in there? Okay. You know, it's within tolerance, you know, but the bottom line is that this untreated, and that's the other thing, this is pine, untreated pine that they built these things with, and then they painted it, they never primed it. So over the years it just took a beating. So now the inside diameter from here to here, it butts up. See? There's a slight little gap up here, but that's okay. I'm going to put a metal shim in behind this And then, of course, a 2-inch galvanized lag bolt to go in here, and this will be solid. And then prime it, paint it, and it'll just be a recreated box. So that's the concept. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that was the idea I came up with, plus another one of my subscribers said the same thing. Basically just using a larger stock material, treated wood, instead of going to 1/2-inch pine board untreated, you know, regular, what I call interior stock, you know, interior pine stock, not exterior. That's the problem with all the houses that in Raleigh, they use untreated lumber because it's cheaper. And they should have used vinyl, but vinyl doesn't come in these dimensions and this thickness, so you can't really use that. So you have to use treated lumber to be able to get the stuff to last. And then you can't create any valleys or any 90-degree lips where water can sit and just sit and then just rot the wood out and get in behind the wood. And that's the other problem. Okay, I got a lot of work to do here. It's been cool. The weather's been kind of weird. It's been raining off and on sporadically, but it's all good. At least it's cool. Yesterday I mulched. I did a huge landscaping job, 15 yards of mulch. Took me 10 hours. It was a great pay. I didn't want to bore you with that, so I didn't bore you with that. But I wanted to get back to this because a lot of you guys are more into the construction stuff instead of landscaping. And tomorrow I'll be back out here. Friday I got to go landscaping. Saturday I've got to go build some special... I'll show you this thing Saturday. It's going to be pretty cool. I've never done one before. I don't even know what they call them. It's an architectural feature that you put on top of roofs. They look like a secondary... I don't know what it's called, but the instructions are there. The guy bought this gigantic kit. There's 2 of them, and I'm going to show you that too. Okay, guys, out of here. You know what to do. Subscribe, thumbs up, leave those comments, and I'll see you in another video. Tom and the Handyman business.